Hello everyone, it's Tuesday, June 2nd and the start of Spark's Catering Quest. And here, real quickly, I'm going to go over what to expect for this weekly event. And then we're going to also check out the Go Pass Deluxe for the month of June. If you saw my last video, you saw that I bought the premium versions of both of these so that we can get all the rewards as possible. And then let's go ahead and take a look at to see what we have. So again, a lot of the stuff is pretty standard, but we are going to have quite a few Pokemon encounters. Now, if we go all the way to the bottom, what do we have? Okay, so more Galarian Corsola. Now, I don't know if, yeah, it doesn't look like, oh no, I think it does. So it looks like that these Elekid have the Team Instinct band on their left hand. You can barely tell, but we've had these Pokemon encounters before. Now, as we move on from that and go to the month of June, we're gonna get just, again, the standard stuff, a lot of Pokemon encounters, a lot of items, max particles, fast TMs. There's a timed incubator, which is going to be the featured item, I guess you could say. You get one and it's probably gonna last you for the entire month, like a few weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. And then if we go up to rank 100, we have a Lugia encounter. So that'll be fun to get. Hopefully we can get a shiny because I don't have a shiny Lugia. And then everything else here is just Stardust. The key Pokemon here, of course, is the Lugia. So I don't have a shiny one. Would love to get one at the end of all this. I would guess that we're going to have about 35 encounters from all of this. A pretty big chance of getting some more shiny Pokemon. So between the two, I would say I have about 50 to 60 chances of getting shiny Pokemon. I would say closer to 50. So yeah, I'll see you guys back here in a second when we go to claim all of these things. Well, at least for the Spark one. I'll come back later for the June one.
1 week later.
Look, I don't know if it's something with me, if I'm just being stupid, if I'm trying to rush into making videos and I keep making these mistakes. But of course, once again, I do something to ruin the original recording of these videos or of these clips. This is like the third or fourth time now in a row where I've messed up something. And of course, it ruins the initial reaction to everything. Anyway, what I said in my original clip was, well, I've been sitting here now for a few minutes and I was contemplating about how I was going to talk, or what I was going to say, what I was going to talk about in this part of the video, where, you know, to the point where I was even saying like, you know, I didn't catch, or I caught a shiny Pokemon last time, but I didn't catch a shiny Pokemon this time. However, we're going to go ahead and claim these rewards, right? These are the kinds of things that I was thinking in my head. But then also I realized that, hey, you know what? I needed to catch like 9 more Pokemon to get from rank 29 to rank 30. So that way I can get the 2 Elekid that are at rank 30. So I'm sitting here in my room and I put the incense on the Pokestop that's here on my house. And, I got a shiny. Now, I think the only downside to the shiny is that it was not a first time shiny, it was a repeat shiny. However, it does kind of help in some way because now I can sort of complete the evolutionary line for this particular Pokemon. And it is a Pokemon that when you evolve it, it does have a gender difference. But the thing is that I only have one gender for both of these Pokemon and they're both female. So hopefully sometime in the near future, I can get a male variant of the shiny, so that way then I do complete everything for that Pokemon. And that Pokemon is this Houndour right here. Like literally like 5-10 minutes ago, I ended up encountering it during the or having the lure module on the Pokestop, and yeah, there we go. Shiny Houndour. By far one of my favorite shiny Pokemon, and I think easily in my top 50. And it's funny to say top 50 because we have over 1,000 Pokemon. So it kind of makes sense to have a top 50 of something, right? So for me, in my top 50 shinies in no particular order, I don't know where I would even place this. Shiny Houndour and Houndoom are 2 of my favorite Pokemon. Really nice blue color. It's really nice. Can't complain. Now, unfortunately, because I didn't have my memory card in my camera like an idiot, I claimed all of the items from the event from the Go Pass Deluxe here. So you're not going to see me claim those. And I claimed 3 of the 14 Pokemon that are encounterable here. So I'm going to continue from where I left off with 11 to go. and we'll see if we get any more shinies. I didn't get any from the first 3, so we're gonna try to get the other 11. Nope, nah, no, negative, not a shiny, not shiny, not a shiny. No, the first costume Elekid, not shiny, and the final costume Elekid, not a shiny. So that's going to do it for Spark's caretaking quest for this week. Starting tomorrow as of recording, we're going to have Candela's week-long research, which would, if I had to guess, would be all the same in terms of the format and the types of rewards and things like that. I would assume that maybe Ponyta ends up being the Pokemon with the costume, with whatever the emblem is for Team Valor, because that's what it was when we first got these Pokemon back a few months ago. But that'll do it for today's video. I'll see you guys here next time for Candela's week-long research and see if we can get anything then. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one.